Alrighty, Music Roundtable radio listeners, it is now time for our weekly block here on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show. Once again, if you have not listened before, thank you so much for taking the time to listen. My name is Travis Platt, and I serve as the creative director of The No Skip Show. Now, we have so much to talk about. We have a big roundtable discussion about interviews with UnityTX. We got covers by Sleep Token, interview footage from Crush Plus Plus, Your Spirit Dies, and so many more in the next 2 hours. We got a lot. So I want to go ahead and open it up. They are playing the Preserving Upstairs on February 3rd. It is Left to Suffer with the Last 10 Seconds of Life, and so many more. Be there. We're going to play a song from Left to Suffer right now here on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show.
Breaking me down as quickly as you build me up, and I'm still here thinking about it every day. 'Cause we're all built to feel pain, not to feel nothing. When will anything fucking change? Why does it matter when we're all gonna die? Why can't you ever fucking look me in the eye? Why am I the one that you've chosen? So make up your fucking mind. You're trying to rewrite my reality. There you go, just spit in my face. Keep my name in your mouth, how bad does it taste? Why do you sit there and belittle me? When you choke on your own in a mountain ache? 'Cause we're all built to feel pain, not to feel nothing. When will anything fucking change? Why does it matter when we're all gonna die? I always trusted you, but you disappoint me. Because now as the story unfolds, I have a reason to control of a misery. Like the devil on my shoulders says that every sin is a death trapped in the cold. I still my last breath. 'Cause we're all built to feel pain, not to feel nothing. When will anything fucking change? Why does it matter when we're all gonna die? Why can't you ever fucking look me in the eye? Breaking me down as quickly as you build me up, and I'm still here thinking about it every day. 'Cause we're all built to feel pain, not to feel nothing. When will anything fucking change? Why does it matter when we're all gonna die? Why can't you ever fucking look me in the eye? Why am I the one that's chosen?
Yo, Music Roundtable Radio.
What is going on, guys? It is the No Skip Show, Travis Platt, and this is a crazy fact. For the very first time ever, myself and Sean O'Donnell are in front of a camera simultaneously.
What? No way.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, that is a crazy fact.
Besides frozen pictures with bands.
Yeah, only in pictures, never in video until today. And we have a
I try.
very special occasion for today. Special episode on the Music Roundtable Radio, talking about the interviews with UnityTX, Your Spirit Dies, and Crush Plus Plus.
Yeah. What a day.
Whew.
What a day.
It was
Crazy.
such a great lineup, incredible. But before we go into that, what has been going on with the No Skip Show this week?
Oh, geez. All right. You got to start it off because last night was just crazy as fuck. The interviews as well that we got were fun as hell. Bayway, New Jersey, Shattered Realm, Joe Hardcore, which you told me about.
Mhm.
Hardcore legend. as well as Death Before Dishonor, not the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, the hardcore band Death Before Dishonor, Brick Shot, old school hardcore Lawrenceville, Pittsburgh band. Fuck yeah.
It was the most Yinzer interview I have ever seen. Just Brickshot and you just talking just Yinzer jargon. And it was amazing. It was
Yeah. You gotta go downtown and stuff like that, yeah.
literally. And like that, it just brought such a good energy and like the perspective of like classic hardcore was just awesome. But yeah, Bayway, incredible. Shattered Realm, Joe Hardcore of the This Is Hardcore Festival, one of the biggest hardcore festivals in the world. In Philadelphia, puts it on every single year.
That's just insane that I understand right, he didn't want to talk about that because he wanted to talk about Shattered Realm. But to dive into that, explain that more to me. Like, what it's the biggest hardcore festival in Philadelphia
Oh,
on
by
the East
far.
Coast.
It is one of the biggest, I think, to my memory, it is the biggest hardcore festival in the East Coast that is strictly hardcore. It is in the Franklin Music Hall. I think it started there, but it was there most recently, which is a 3,000 capacity venue. They take the barricade out, they put a smaller stage down, and it is just huge venue, no barricade every year in Philly.
Yeah, the amount of crowd killing that goes on would go on at that venue, the amount of bloodshed, obviously, that would probably happen at that show, would be memorable in itself. Take you back to 80s horror films, you know.
Literally. And speaking of, in a perfect segue, we have done two hardcore shows back to back. We did the Preserving Concerts 2026 show last week with Haywire, Mind Force, E Town Concrete, Missing Link, so many more. 11 bands.
Hardcore as fuck.
It was crazy.
How many bands did we get? How many bands did we get?
We got 5.
5 out of 11 bands. That's what the No Skip Show is doing for Pittsburgh. Is talking to 11 or 5 out of 11 bands that not only want their fans to know about them, but we want the fans to know about their band, their favorite band, whether it's Haywire or any of the other bands that were on that bill. Pole Scum, obviously, little legends in themselves, going to become something eventually in the hardcore scene, as they already are. You know, fun conversations with fun and legendary bands, all coming from the No Skip Show and on Music Roundtable Radio.
Always. And those interviews will be on YouTube and they will be featured on the Music Roundtable Radio soon. One very cool thing to go from Brickshot, an old school 80s themed hardcore band, to Pool Scum, which is the future. What members are 13 to 16 years old?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. Whenever we were even talking to their guardian, just I was asking if I could ask R-rated questions. You know, it was just it's a fun conversation to have with quite literally a kid in grade school. You know, that's kind of touring the world in not the world, maybe the states right now, but soon the world, maybe, in a hardcore band. And also making sure that, being in a scene like that could take a toll on a kid. Gotta ask those questions on, sobriety and whatnot in the scene,
Mm-hmm.
because you never know. Bad influences can get to you. They can
Always.
get to you at a young age. You never know. But everybody in that band also, I feel, had a fun conversation with us, and it's fun to ask those two brothers. Obviously, in that band, it's all about brotherly love. Whenever it comes to Pole Scum, I think.
Always. And yeah, that in itself, like you the hope is they will be making hardcore music for decades to come. But yeah, like really getting to see all stems of hardcore and all stems of music. We want to dive into a hardcore show that we went to that we are featuring interviews from tonight. Now, Callous Cowboys, we aired last week, but we can offer some insight of them talking to Dan, seeing their headliner. What was it like?
They're a rock band.
Oh, kind of like that one band from like the 80s, right?
It's no, they're 70s, dude. AC/DC started in the 70s. Shoot a thrill.
Oh, it's time for bed, old man.
Yeah, it's literally that. Holy shit. Yeah, whenever he said we're like AC/DC, I lost it. Really, really fun conversations. I do have conversations with my guitarist friends every once in a while, and whenever AC/DC is brought up as a good band, legendary band, they really are, because they took three chords and made fucking everything out of them, out of their whole band. And the way that Dan described, drawing a blank always, as the lead singer of Callous Cowboys,
Carson.
um, Carson would write the songs for the band, just like poof, gone. Here it is. Here's two-headed trout. Here's this. Here's that. Here's this. Um, is insane, and it kind of makes you think of AC/DC and or other artists that can write songs just like done, done. And the way that Dan described Carson writing the Callous Cowboy discography thus far was completely insane.
Yeah, that in itself is just insane, especially with how technical the Callous Cowboys are. Able to just kind of
Yes,
have it out of the, big old think tank is just crazy. I've seen and heard like other artists be able to like freestyle a lot of their discography, like say Juice World did that consistently, but like Juice World was not making mathcore. And the Callous Cowboys, that
no,
that sound is just unreal. And to think of
and
how
it's
somewhat seamless it
crazy.
is. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's also crazy to compare the bands that you think they're like. Obviously, I'll just compare them to Enter Shikari, which they're a big fan, or they have obviously covered their song. So sorry, you're not a winner. So I assume they're definitely fans of Enter Shikari, and that sound. But also, like you could tell the influences they have from different cities across everywhere else, because the band Crush Plus Plus was playing the same similarity type prog post sound that is the Callous Cowboys, and it's just crazy because people do compare the Callous Cowboys to a certain genre called Swancore, but they don't want to be compared to that. And the prog post sound that they have created to extend a band like Crush Plus Plus or Enter Shikari to compare those sounds makes a totally different genre that doesn't have to be swancore. It could be callous core, callous cowboy core. Think about it.
Always. And like the Callous Cowboys, like at least when they started, I always thought of them as like the next Dillinger Escape Plan, the next Every Time I Die, that like really mathy metalcore that was avant-garde and very like out there. But with I Don't Want to See You in Heaven, they really just pulled inspirations from everywhere, whether it's third wave emo, whether it's 2000s post-hardcore, whether it's trap, whether it's EDM, everywhere. And I think that that's what makes the
There's
album
some,
special.
there's literally something for everybody on that whole album. I Don't Want to See You in Heaven. The spoken word, the screaming, the singing, the auto tune, the lyrics, all that stuff. Uh, just they out of nowhere stuff that Carson, Dan, and the whole rest of the band bring. Violin or and stuff like that. Like what the like everything. There's everything in the Callous Cowboys.
Absolutely. And if you have not listened to I Don't Want to See You in Heaven by the Callous Cowboys yet, give it a listen. It is one of my favorite albums of 2025. And there is a
Yeah.
review on our website as well. Check it out. Check out our interview. But now let's dive into Unity TX. What was the day like?
We walked up to the venue, Preserving Underground, and he was the first brother we seen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the first person we saw when we got to the venue was Jay.
Yeah, Jay. Yep, yep, yep. And they were loading in the back, and I was like, "Hey, no skip show. We're no skip show. We gotta get an interview with you guys. You're Unity TX, right?" And sure enough, they were. And we didn't get them right away, though.
No, it was like
We
we locked with them
we
like
were
early in the
already,
day.
yeah,
We were in the
we
venue.
locked with them, and then we went in the venue, and then I think they were waiting to go play, right? And we were outside. I was smoking a little bit, and
As one
yeah, we
does.
were outside, and they were chilling, loading their merch in, and I went and screamed over at Jay, and I seen all the band members, and we were like, "Let's do this now."
Yep,
We hopped over that gate.
yep, and we did it. It was so good. Like legitimately one of the best modern new metal bands, in my opinion. I know they lean more towards the hardcore side, but still just a great band. New music is really good. Have you seen Unity TX before this show?
No, not at all, not at all. I
Hell yeah.
did listen to them going into the show. Um, Gotta love the rap metal aspect, obviously. Growing up in the '90s, Limp Bizkit, new metal, Corn, Deftones is right up my alley.
Absolutely. And like I think that they fit really well in modern conventions of where heavy music is going as well. And yeah, I have seen that was my third time seeing them. I saw them, I think the
Okay.
first time was with Loathe at Mahal's when it was Loathe. Who else was on that tour? It was Loathe, Static Dress, Omerta, Unity, Texas. And then it was,
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah, 300 cap room was insane. And then the second
Yeah,
time, oh, go ahead.
the trap rap influence in Unity TX just is what kind of metal needs nowadays, I think. There's always no one says it, but there's always a heavy black African American influence in music. And no one
Mhm.
says it, but it has to be there. It's just what we need, and to have black frontman, guitarist, bassist, and everything at metal band in the scene. Like, we need that. We need culture in the scene. uh Seriously though, the trap rap and the rap influence in metal is needed nowadays, and having Unity Texas in the metal scene, the metalcore scene, is heavily needed.
Absolutely. And like with the trap elements, with people of color in metal music and alternative music, it offers so many different perspectives that a bunch of us white guys could never give. And that is why we need people of color, people of different diversities, different sexual orientations, all groups of life, to create the art that they want to make on a like completely authentically themselves. That's always the important thing.
Yeah, we're always us guys that go to these shows. We are all inner white emo kids, right? Like I need to see some culture emo kids. What were you doing during the emo days? If you got a band now, what were you doing during the emo days? Are you still emo now? Deep down inside, UnityTX, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's either that or it's making music that's like a big fat turd, like shit, just huge pile of shit. Apparently, like just fuck your day kind.
I couldn't believe whenever I asked him, like, how would you describe your sound? And he said that. I was like, this dude must hate writing music or wants people to not listen or something like that, But whenever I seen them live, they bring a fucking shit ton to the table. And that's what they meant. That like whenever you're starting off the show and you're one of the opening bands, and we want you to get your fucking shit rolling and get your shit going, like that's them. That's Unity Texas. That's UnityTX. They want to get your shit going, because if you had a fucked up day, here the fuck it is, bam, in your fucking face. Do something about it. Do something.
And every band that played this show, like the mosh calls were crazy. These are like really like hit in the face type of music, and it was just awesome. And yeah, UnityTX, awesome band, whether you're seeing them for the very first time, seeing them for the third time, seeing them, I don't know, for the 100th time, or when they're coming back. They are coming to, for at least Pittsburgh fans, they're coming to the Thunderbird Music Hall on April 7th with Varials is headlining, Heavy Hitter, UnityTX, and more are coming to Thunderbird.
Crazy.
Be there. Crazy.
No skippers.
You do not want to miss it. But for now, we're going to go ahead and dive into a song from UnityTX, as well as interview footage. We're going to highlight their newest single. The song is Enjoy the Show by UnityTX on the Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show.
What did I do to press my luck? This shit don't ever fucking stop. What did I do to press my luck? This shit don't stop, I can't change it. Wishing they done a fucking thing. I need something, I'ma face it and put it all up. Better get some odds variating between this fuck about mentality and being complacent. I'll never know what I deserve. I've been chasing, cause I'm not in the favor of these motherfuckers. I hate it, just let it go. Act like this shit won't ever face it, but I don't give a fuck no more. I'm too familiar with hazing. It's all that strenuous out. I open my mouth, I'm expressing myself, standing my ground, keeping it tenfold despite the people who bitch when I'm loud. What's the point of bringing me up if you just don't put me down?
What's up, No Skip Show viewers? We are here at Preserving Underground. We are here with the local Texas band, UnityTX. What's going on, guys? Who are you? Where are you from? And what instrument do you play in UnityTX?
Jay, go by Shaolin G, whatever. From Dallas. I do vocals in UnityTX.
My name's Brandon. Play guitar, Unity, from Amarillo.
Yeah, my name is John, and I'm also from Dallas, and I play drums in the band.
My name is Kendrick. I play bass. I live in Dallas as well.
Awesome. Now, how would you guys describe the sound of UnityTX to someone who has never listened to you guys before?
It's like getting slapped in the face with a fat ass turd.
Yes, that's what we love to hear here at the No Skip Show. Anything else?
That's it.
Of course.
Yeah, I have to agree.
A very fat ass one.
Awesome. Getting slapped in the face with a fattest turn, like in the crowd, and then just once you guys start playing, it's pow. Like that's.
Nah, like you wake up, walk out your door, the first thing that happens on your front doorstep, you get hit in the face with a fat ass piece of shit.
That's exactly it.
Like fuck your day. Fuck everything you stand for. Like fuck everything. Like fuck what you heard. You eating this shit today.
Awesome, and that's what we want to hear from local bands and or bands from Texas that want to push their sound. We want everybody to describe their sound in their own way. If you guys think that it's just a big smack in the face and it just makes you feel like, yeah, fuck this day, and everybody can get their angst out, I believe that's the perfect music perspective, you know? Now, I want to ask individually, what bands have maybe influenced the sound of UnityTX individually?
My good three would be like Linkin Park, Korn, and like Candiria. If I'm being real, I mean there's way more, but I think those cover the three important, or I guess most of the important parts of our music.
Yeah, I'll agree with Korn. Yeah, just very different, out of the box thinking of writing.
Yeah, I have to definitely agree. Huge, like especially the first three records. Like David from Korn is like super influential on my drumming, so that's where like a lot of that groove shit comes from.
Yeah, definitely like Korn. I get a lot of Slipknot influence as well, and then this is a weird one for me, but I take a lot of like, and like structural influence from like bands like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that, just like the big dog bands, and then we just like that new metal like Korn, Slipknot sound as well.
Are you taking experience from maybe new age Bring Me to Horizon, like next gen, or are we talking old Bring Me to Horizon, non-mainstream?
More like middle, just kind of like whenever they started making songs that like hit the radio to whenever like heavy bands were just like, oh, like we can go past what's kind of niche and then like get songs on like Octane. Like we've had a couple songs on Octane, and like I know a lot of younger bands just kind of just write heavy parts and heavy parts, but then like once you realize the structure is important, then yeah.
So obviously playing songs that can reach radio Octane, what goes into creating your guys' set list? Now, do you guys play the hits, or do you guys put in your own perspectives on how to create the set list?
I feel like the songs just kind of go for what makes sense for the tour that we're on. We have a lot of variety in our set, so there's sometimes we add Burnout, sometimes we take it out, you know, we play bang shit, you know, if we have like a, you know, kind of hip-hop influence tour, you know, stuff like that.
I'm coming in harder than all of you motherfuckers. Then you try to say otherwise. Take a look at my eyes.
But we try to keep it like really heavy, kind of still in your face, and tasteful at that. You know, some for the hardcore heads, some for the new metal heads, some for like the rap metal, trap metal weirdos and stuff like that. You know, just kind of give everybody a taste. You know, Diamond Eyes for all the, you know, goth girlies and stuff like that. You know.
I would just have to agree with him. Like, yeah, we do it to fit like the fan base of the tour that's coming out. What's gonna get them to move, get them to participate, get them to buy some merch. You know.
And all of our songs are pretty in your face. You know, big hunk of shit to the face, but
Yes.
we do, like Jay said, we have like a big variety of songs, and this tour particularly, since we have like a shorter set, we kind of play a lot of hits, and then we're playing some like, you know, newer songs as well, just getting people versed with like if you look up UnityTX, like the first songs that'll come up, that's what we're playing on this one.
Awesome. Rock shit specifically, I hope. I hope to hear it tonight, obviously. Now, I want to ask, being from Texas, you guys being a band, out of the box, there's obviously rap, dubstep, thrash metal, any metalcore sounds coming from you guys, being from all different walks of life in Texas. What does your local scene mean to you, and who are some local bands that you think the No Skip Show listeners here in Pittsburgh should want to check out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Texas scene in general is just like a very vital part of like heavy music in general, because you got bands like Bitter End and Pantera and Drowning Pool and all kinds of shit that come from Texas. And we're kind of like the new age band and stuff. I think that what we're doing is like cool for Texas. I know a lot of people don't really give a fuck because it's like kind of like rap influence and stuff, but now more bands are starting to like pick that up and more people are starting to listen to that shit. So it's like I think that we're in a good place. It means a lot to us, but also I want to be able to expand past Texas because more and more bands are coming out. Like there's like a new band every week, and bands are getting better because kids are locking in and stuff like that. But with that being said, there's a lot of bands from Texas. I can say I fuck with like bands from Houston, like From Joy and Omerta, and then bands from Austin like Dogma. You got other bands. There's like too many fucking bands in Austin, but and then you got bands like Life Cycles from San Antonio, and then in Dallas bands like Lost in Separation, Empty Shell Casing, who are like these bands are touring, they're starting to get out there, so you probably run across them at some point in the next couple of years just because they're making cool music, they're getting out there, more people are starting to hear about them. So if you hear about them from here and you go check them out and you like them, you're welcome.
Awesome. Any other local bands from where you're from? Texas?
Jay pretty much covered all of them.
Did you? Any others?
Yeah.
Oh, John.
I was just gonna.
Go ahead, please.
I just wanted to specifically throw out one for my homie Chris. He's a really hard guitar player and he practices really hard. I'm proud of that kid. His name is Chris and he plays in a band called Atlantic Blue. They're like a progressive metalcore coming out and it's pretty fucking hard.
Atlantic Blue, check them out. UnityTX recommends. Kendrick.
Oh yeah, like Jay said, definitely Empty Shell Casing. That is one of the best young bands coming out of Texas. Lost of Separation, Life Cycles. There's this new band from San Antonio called Postal that I've been fucking with a lot lately. They're very dope. And then this is weird because a lot of people still haven't heard of them, but if you've never listened to Power Trip, you have to listen to Power Trip. Absolutely listen to that band right now.
Awesome. UnityTX, lots of name drops, lots of local name drops from the Dallas scene that we love to hear about here in Pittsburgh. We love to hear about in our local scene. UnityTX now on tour, opening up for the Callous Cowboys. You don't want to miss them. They are no skippers. This has been the No Skip Show with UnityTX. Peace out.
Now, let's go ahead and jump into Your Spirit Dies. Was the first interview that we did in the day.
Yeah.
So, Your Spirit Dies are an incredible blend of classic metalcore. Like, think Converge, think Poison the Well, think that really old school, just visceral kind of metal, that really just heavy stuff that you don't really get as much anymore. Mixed with
They brought up Zayo.
Absolutely. Zayo, local Pittsburgh legend.
Know them.
One?
It's sad to say, metalcore legends. I've probably seen them, back in the Altar Bar days, if they were on the bill, but like Zayo, can't even recall.
Zayo is from
they're
from like the late 90s.
Then I missed them, missed the whole era.
Oh yeah, like they are considered one of the first like innovators of what metalcore would become. They were one of the biggest, like the first Christcore band back in the 90s. And then they were originally in the West Virginia area near like Wheeling, Morgantown, but they relocated to the Greensburg area. And that's where they're based out of now. But
Greens.
yeah, they're your favorite metal band's favorite metal band. I saw them at Christmas Burns Red when they did the lineup that was like the pinnacle of PA metal. And it was like August Burns Red, Texas in July, Zayo, This or the Apocalypse, all like classic PA metalcore. Super cool, but Your Spirit Dies, I compare them a lot to like Orthodox, Mugshot, even Boundaries at points, but with that old school thrashy energy.
Yeah, definitely. The front man was definitely a kind dude, and obviously the bassist and guitarist as well. Everyone had a side project too, right? The bassist and guitarist had a side project too. They had plenty of locals too to name drop. They were stoked to name drop local talent as well from their area, as well as side projects and their influences and what they want to do for the metalcore scene, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And like the Carolinas are not what you think of as like a metal hotbed. It's a lot of the Northeast is like metal hardcore hotbed, but North Carolina, South Carolina, you have Your Spirit Dies representing your scene. And they're coming back to Pittsburgh February 3rd with Left to Suffer and The Last 10 Seconds of Life. You don't want to miss that show. That is the next show on my calendar to be there.
That's what, 2 days away, 3 days away?
4 days from now.
My God.
We got another crazy heavy show. We are just in such a metal rush. What the fuck? But yeah, we want to go ahead. I just had like that we are running out of, we have like 10 minutes left. Before it automatically closes the recording.
No way.
That's bullshit.
How'd
but
that work?
I'll try and sort it out for the next episode, but it'll notify me when we have less, but I'll jump into it. But yeah, for Your Spirit Dies, their newest album, My Gnawing Pains Will Never Rest. Check it out. All of some of their biggest songs made it to this record. Seems like it is their magnum opus. And to highlight a song, let's go ahead and put the song down. It is the lead single from the record. It is called Born Forsaken. Check it out.
And also check out Your Spirit Dies, February 3rd. Like, they're no skippers still. We interviewed them. They're no skippers. So go to the show on February 3rd because we're going to be there. Find us.
Absolutely.
Mattress high We are born forsaken by those who give us life. There is haunting comfort in knowing the certainty of our death. Unending exercise. We are born forsaken.
What's up, No Skip Show viewers? We are here at Preserving Underground for opening band Your Spirit Dies. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up? So, who are you guys, and where are you from?
So we're a band called Your Spirit Dies. We're from South Carolina.
And what do you do in the band?
I do vocals.
I play bass.
Guitarist.
How would you describe the sound of Your Spirit Dies to someone who has never listened to you before?
We're a band that's like primarily influenced by like the late 90s, early 2000s metalcore. A little bit of everything, death metal, hardcore, metalcore, whatever you really want to call us.
Any different perspectives?
I totally agree.
So, I mean, it kind of like plays into it, but like a lot of melodic death metal influence. Like you listen to At the Gates and Flames, stuff like that. A lot of Swedish bands that really influenced us. So yeah.
I hear a lot of maybe era, invent, animate type vibes from you guys as well.
That's cool. That's what you get. Yeah.
Awesome. What bands, you mentioned Swedish bands, what bands have influenced you guys over the years, and do you have any favorite bands?
I think one of the biggest influences for our band in general is a band called Zao. They're actually from this area. We got our band name from a Zao song. So a lot of like that early like Solid State Records era of like metalcore, and obviously like he said, the Swedish stuff, a lot of At the Gates influence, a lot of just Swedish and Flames and Soilwork and a lot of that. Like that's kind of what we draw influence from.
Yeah, pretty much any sort of old school metalcore vibes, angel statues. I fuck with all that shit for real.
I guess basically the same. A lot of the stuff that I got into when I was younger was like shit that was on Headbangers Ball. So like early to mid 2000s metalcore, like God Forbid, Kill Switch, Walls of Jericho, all that shit was kind of, influential for us. So that was kind of like, especially on this new record that we did, it was like specifically something we were going for.
Awesome name drops by Your Spirit Dies. Now, you guys go into playing a variety of tracks for this show tonight. What goes into choosing those songs and creating that set list? And do you guys just play the hits, or do you guys put in some of your guys' favorites as well?
Yeah, it's definitely hits. It's like stuff from like our first EP. We just kind of craft it per tour. Like I said, our band is very varied. So there's a lot of different influences within our band. So it's like if we're on a tour, we'll kind of cater songs to the tour that we're on because we can do that. You know what I mean? Like we have like a death metal song, then we have like a song that's just like completely like misery signals. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, we can kind of fit wherever we want to fit. So we just craft it based on that. And like personal favorites, obviously, like we kind of do it however we want to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Awesome. You just create it how you go, like per tour.
We just kind of throw it in a hat and see what the fuck happens.
Usually in jam sessions, my band, throw a bunch of songs in a hat, draw one, play it. There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, where are you guys from?
South Carolina. We're kind of scattered. We got Connecticut, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. So yeah, we're all over the place.
Okay, so being from all over the place, what does your local scene mean to you guys?
It means everything. Without like a lot of the people from like our local scene, I don't think we would be doing any of the things that we're doing now. We owe a lot to back home in South Carolina and what they've done for us. So yeah.
Now, being from South Carolina, are there any local bands in the scene right now that you think the No Skip Show listeners should hear? We, being a local Pittsburgh outlet, love to push our local scene as well as other local scenes as well. So if you guys got any name drops from South Carolina, the No Skip Show would love to hear about them.
Brass Tongue, Reviler, God Glitch is a newer band that's coming out, and they're doing a really fucking awesome job. Their sound is crazy. If you got any
what would you add? Such Cruelty?
Yeah, old Such Cruelty, RIP, but also they kind of came back. Fleora from North Carolina, best band in the Southeast. No Pulse from Atlanta, Fire, awesome. Power Violence, Scary. Path to Failure, also dope. Who else?
It's kind of like it extends into the both Carolinas, because the thing is,
small state that it just kind of has to. Yeah.
So let's just throw every Jeremy White band.
Knife in the Dark. Knife in the Dark's one of the best bands. Chaos Must Bow. North Carolina, Fading Signal. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many bands from the Carolinas that I think are representing what Carolina is. You know what I mean? He plays in a band called Nasher as well. He does vocals for that band. So it's just like, yeah, the Carolinas are kind of all intertwined.
All one scene. That's awesome, though, that obviously a north and south of Carolinas can come together to make one mega metalcore, new metal, hardcore, post, whatever scene you guys want to make it. And that's what all the music scenes are about. That's what we try to push here in Pittsburgh, that all scenes need to connect and make shows better. And this show is one of them. A bunch of bands of all different styles, even the headliners, Callous Cowboys, being post-hardcore extensions of Dillinger, Escape Plan, Enter Shikari, etc. Two different total bands come together to and then you guys, Your Spirit Dies, from South Carolina, just wrecking the show tonight and going to kill it. I know you guys are. It's a church, and I bet you guys can tear it down.
Wait, I got one more band.
Yes.
Evisceration, riffs. That's all it is. Eviscerations from South Carolina, riffs.
Also,
listen to them.
Also, Pittsburgh Princess.
Yes.
Underneath.
Yes.
There's a lot of really cool bands from Pittsburgh that we love. This is one of my favorite cities in America.
Hell yeah. We noticed the Pittsburgh hat, and it is appreciated. I believe that is all we got the time for with Your Spirit Dies. Whenever Your Spirit Dies comes to your town, you gotta see them. They are no skippers. This has been 5 to 10 minutes with Your Spirit Dies. Peace out.
Now, we're going to dive into the last band that we got from the show. We're going to talk about the Boston, Massachusetts MySpace core revival band, Crush Plus Plus.
Funny dudes.
That is the best way to put it. It's MySpace music. Just a lot of bells and whistles, electronics, but post-hardcore, old school emo. Awesome. We can talk about how they pick and alter their set list.
Yeah, obviously, it was a fun conversation because they said that added a song that they hadn't played in ever to their set list because a fan asked them and said, "Hey, we are traveling from 2 hours away to see you guys, and I heard this song, Movies, wasn't in the set list, and can you guys play that song?" And they said, "Sure." Like, so if you actually go to see Crush Plus Plus and you actually hit them up on their Instagram, they sometimes will go and change their set list because you said, "Hey, change your set list."
And that creates such a cool experience from band to fan that they will hear the request. I know a lot of bands won't even read comments. They don't respond to DMs.
That's crazy. I'd be spazzing out if my favorite band, Crush Plus Plus, changed their set list because I asked them to.
Yep.
Like, hey, you guys played that same set list all the time. Guess what? You're changing it today because I'm a fan.
Oh,
Like what?
that's straight up crazy. Like, and to know how to play those
Yeah.
songs just when you're ready. At what point do you rehearse the songs too? Just
exactly.
insane. And like Crush Plus Plus were the lightest band on the bill. A lot of cleans, a lot of catchy choruses, just overall good stuff. There was a little bit of heaviness. Definitely reminds me of like Enter Shikari, even more so than the Callous Boys, especially as
They
Shikari went on.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the Crush Plus Plus was probably the only band on the bill that reminded me of the Callous Boys and that same sound that they're trying to put out, the MySpace core esque sound, the Shikari sound, if anything. It really is a Shikari core sound that whether you fucking I See Stars is kind of that sound, old school I See Stars,
Good stuff.
Crush Plus Plus, yeah, save the cheerleader, save the world type shit. Yeah, Enter Shikari. Who the fuck else?
Yeah, I See Stars.
Nowadays,
Some of the clean moments are like I don't know, the cleaner parts of I Set My Friends on Fire, Abandon All Ships,
yeah,
some
yeah, that's attack type.
Confide.
It's just like adding that synth shit
Mm-hmm.
is what's changing the prog prost sound that is Crush Plus Plus.
Absolutely. And like with Crush Plus Plus, check them out there. That was the first time I have ever seen them. Hope to see them again soon.
Same.
Definitely became a
Yes.
fan that night.
Hell yeah.
And
No
even-
skippers.
Absolutely. And the conversations were great. Check out the interview. You're going to hear it just a few moments. But first and foremost, we are going to play a song by Crush Plus Plus. We are going to play one of the songs that were heavily requested. It is Movies by Crush Plus Plus. Here on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show.
It troubles me that my intuition is weak, imagining a dictionary training my ears to pick up the words to say to me. The calendar's glistening. It's close to the wall. What a marvel
What is going on, guys?
Hello.
Awesome. Now, who are you? Where are you from? And what instrument do you play in Crush Plus Plus?
I am Ethan. I play guitar in Crush Plus Plus. What was the other question?
And where are you from?
We're from Boston.
Awesome.
And I'm Tom. I sing in Crush Plus Plus. I'm also from Boston. We're all from Boston.
So, how would you describe the sound of Crush Plus Plus to someone who has never listened to you before?
Ethan, you got this, bro. Come on.
It's MySpace music, man. It's like what you listened to in the 2000s, but we try to bring something fresh. We try to always bring something new. We're not trying to be like a revival band per se, but a lot of the influence on our music is definitely from that time period. Yeah, and we also love like hyper pop and just like pop music in general. Like we consider ourselves like more of a pop band, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. I would say that's the case. I think you worded it beautifully.
Awesome. Always lovely to word everything beautifully whenever it comes to describing the sound of your band. Now, both you, what bands have influenced you guys over the years into creating the sound of Crush Plus Plus, as well as your guys' main influences individually?
Okay, I'll take this one. I'll start this one. So, okay, so obviously, like some of the post-hardcore greats like Census Fail and Silverstein, like at the beginning of the day, I feel like when we write a Crush Plus Plus song, those are like in our blood, so they just come out some way. But after that passes, then we kind of lace the music with some more poppier elements, like a lot of synthesizer and a lot of like shine from pop music. And I like a lot of like percussiveness as well, like a lot of sound effects and stuff like that. You know, like you're watching a video like on TikTok or something like that, and bang, like a bass drop. I fuck with that shit. So Silverstein and Census Fail at the beginning, like when you're just writing the song, and then you kind of lace it with these like candies, you know, that are from the internet. So that's how I picture it.
And like just like personally for me, like as a lyricist, my biggest influences are like Death Cab for Cutie. This is kind of a weird one, but like Leonard Cohen. I'm a huge Leonard Cohen fan. I just think he's just like one of the greatest lyricists of the 20th century. I Set My Friends on Fire. Like I think that's probably the most like direct. Yeah.
I was gonna mention the Sabrina Carpenter line. If you guys listen to Sabrina Carpenter pop, "Jerk Off" to lyrics by Leonard Cohen.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was with my friend in the car, and that song came on, and I like freaked out when that lyric came up. Yeah, very cool. Didn't know she was a fan, but
yeah. I believe I just seen a Nardwuar interview where she name drops a bunch of Leonard Cohen's, Etta James, a bunch of old school pop artists. You guys go into playing a variety of tracks for this show. What goes into creating the set list, and how do you pick and choose those songs?
It sucks. It sucks really fucking bad because in Crush, I think everyone in Crush is a fan of Crush. Like, I like what we do. Fuck it. Like, I like our music. I could listen to our music. So we're all fans of different songs. So I lost the battle on this tour. There's a song that I really like that we usually play that we're not playing. I got outvoted, but that's democracy. Fucking, if I got outvoted, and sorry for cussing so much, whatever. But I got outvoted on this one, and that's kind of usually the way things go. Like, we vote as a band to our set list, and there are some songs that like have to stay because they're, I don't know if they're singles, but they're just like, you know, songs that kind of are good to play in front of crowds, you know, like just get a good reaction. But it's voting, and it sucks. It sucks when you do not get your way. I did not get my way on this tour. I wish we were playing that damn song, but how do you feel, Ethan?
Which damn song? You gotta say it now.
Movies. This song called Just Watching Movies. And it's what's kind of funny is like I don't think we really care about this type of thing, like the plays of a song. The song that we open with in our set this tour is like our least streamed song. But it's kind of funny because the song that we're not playing is like our most streamed song, and we're just not playing it because it got voted out. But whatever.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, definitely, like, in the comments, people watching this, like, let us know, like, what is your favorite Crush song? Because we do take that into consideration when we form our set list. So,
like tonight.
Yeah, like tonight. Like, we played a song that we hadn't played ever.
Yeah, ever.
Tonight because a fan requested it over Instagram. So.
Awesome. So you can Instagram message Crush Plus Plus and tell them, hey, I like that song Movies. I want to hear that song Movies. I heard you weren't playing Movies on this tour. Well, guess what? Maybe they will play it if you message them, right?
That's type shit.
That's true.
And we do fucking cuss here on the No Skip Show. I hope you guys love that.
Hey, I don't give a fuck if you guys swear or not on your channel. I was talking about me. I want to be clean. I want to be free of sin. And I found myself cussing. Fuck.
We fucking forgive you. We do. Now, also, I want to know, what does your local scene mean to you? Being from Boston, Massachusetts, who are some local bands that you also think that us, the No Skip Show viewers, the people here in Pittsburgh, you think should check out from Boston, Massachusetts, as well as, like I said, what does your local scene mean to you guys individually?
That's a great question because it's kind of an interesting one for us. So basically, Crush Plus Plus, all of the members of Crush Plus Plus played in different bands before Crush Plus Plus. So in those other bands, like, we've played a lot of the local venues in our scene and like New England and whatnot. So that's where we got to meet everyone and play shows and become friends with great people. That's awesome. But Crush Plus Plus was one of our older bands that had done, like the local venues and whatnot. And we decided let's make a record and try to really do it, get out there and shit like that. So this band, Crush Plus Plus, we played Boston once, maybe, like our hometown. We played it one time, I think, maybe twice. No, twice. Yeah, we played it twice. But this show on this tour will only be our third show there. So we'll obviously see people in Boston that we know and are friends, but they haven't really seen our band much, so I'll say that we built those roots and connections before Crush. Those people that fucked with those bands still come to see Crush. And lastly, Quick to Judge, they're a hardcore band from Boston area. They're dope. They're cool. Can't Lose is really, really cool. And there's this metal band called Averst. They're dope as fuck. Those are my 3 shout-outs.
Awesome. Like Tom was saying, we grew up in the music scene, and we went to hardcore shows all the time growing up. I think because of that, the bands that I'm most connected with aren't active anymore, unfortunately, but that doesn't make me love them any less. The big names, Regime, incredible band, put out 1 record, very charismatic vocalist who happened to be the bass player in our band for a bit and is currently in Boundaries. And Divided Life, great hardcore band, not active anymore, unfortunately, but we were really good friends with those guys, and fuck yeah, just check it out anyway.
Awesome local shout outs from Boston, Massachusetts band Crush Plus Plus. Crush Plus Plus did kill it tonight, opening up for the Callous Cowboys. If they are coming to your town, whether it's in Boston, whether it's in Pittsburgh, whether it's in your hometown, Crush Plus Plus are no skippers. You don't want to miss them, and you didn't miss anything here. Peace out.
All right, that was a ton of information that you got. Interviews with UnityTX, Your Spirit Dies, Crush Plus Plus. Now, for even more music content, check us out on all socials at The No Skip Show. You don't want to miss this. Sean, do you have anything else to plug?
No. What else do we got to plug? I don't know. I can't remember. Our list is so long. Obviously, next show will be at February 3rd, right? Left to Suffer. Who else? Last 10 seconds of life, right?
Yep.
Your spirit dies. Who
It's
else
like
is
a
on the bill?
six band bill. I would have to pull it up, but it is incredible. Don't want to miss it. Huge show if you're a fan of deathcore, hardcore, and metalcore. And then
Find us.
yeah, on all socials at the No Skip Show. We've been dropping content every single day on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever. Now, I'm going to sign off. Rest of the show is still to come.
Peace.
What's happening? My name is Justin Allbaker, also known as Justin Macho Allbaker on YouTube and Instagram. This week's Sleep Token cover that I did is The Night Does Not Belong to God. The incredible artwork is actually made by the only person of my 40 covers that is from originally the Pittsburgh area, a wonderful artist who on Instagram is hey.whoop, also known as Beth. She is originally from the Avalon, Bellevue area, and she did this kick-ass picture. Like, if you get a chance, go check her Instagram out, because she's a killer. She's a killer. She's like Joey Diaz up on the mic, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, she did the artwork for this. She actually drew it, used charcoal pencil. I'm not sure what else she used, but I know that it wasn't digitally made. Not many of the artists that I got throughout my cover journey used like pen and paper type art. Most of them did digital art. So, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to take away from those artists either. They all kicked ass, but like there's just something a little more, for me personally, a little more like wow, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this cover. The Night Does Not Belong to God. It is the first song off their debut album Sundowning, and the band, of course, is Sleep Token. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Sleep Token, I don't know what the hell you've been doing the last like 3 years of your life, but get the fuck on it. Like get the fuck on it. Anyway, yeah, I love this band. They've done an incredible things in my life, not only just for covers, but in my own personal life. A lot of things have kind of been interesting lately, but that band has really helped me get through a lot of depression and a lot of anger and a lot of anxiety and things like that. So once again, if you aren't checking me out on Instagram, I'm Justin parentheses Macho parentheses Allbaker, Albacker, and check out this great artist known as Beth, also known as at HEY dot period whatever WHOOP. I hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and thank you for checking out my song.
We tango endlessly, like lovers entwined. I know for the last time you will not be mine. So give me the night.